Zechariah chapter 7. And in the 4th year of sovereign Darius, it came to be that the word of Yahuah came to Zechariah on the 4th of the 9th month, Kislev. Now Bethel had sent Sarezer with Regim Melech and his men to pray before Yahuah, speaking to the Kohanim who belonged to the house of Yahuah of hosts, and to the Nevi'im, saying, Should I weep in the 5th month and fast as I have done for so many years? Then the word of Yahuah of hosts came to me, saying, Speak to all the people of the land, and to the Kohanim, saying, When you fasted and lamented in the 5th and 7th months all these 70 years, did you truly fast for me? For me? And when you ate and when you drank, was it not for those eating and for those drinking? Are these not the words which Yahuah proclaimed through the former Nevi'im when Jerusalem and the cities around it were inhabited and in safety, and the south and the low country were inhabited? And the word of Yahuah came to Zechariah, saying, Thus said Yahuah of hosts, Judge true right ruling, show kindness and compassion everyone to his brother. Do not oppress the widow or the fatherless, the stranger or the poor, and do not plot evil in your hearts against one another. But they refused to listen, and they shrugged their shoulders and stopped their ears from hearing. And they made their hearts like flint against hearing the Torah and the words which Yahuah of hosts had sent by his Ruah through the former Nevi'im. Therefore great wrath came from Yahuah of hosts. And it came to be as he called, and they did not hear. So let them call, but I shall not hear, said Yahuah of hosts. And I scattered them with a storm wind among all the Gentiles which they had not known, and the land was laid waste behind them, no one passing through or returning, for they made the pleasant land a waste. Zechariah chapter 8. And the word of Yahuah of hosts came, saying, Thus said Yahuah of hosts, I shall be jealous for Zion with great jealousy, with great wrath I shall be jealous for her. Thus said Yahuah, I shall return to Zion, and I shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called City of the Truth, and the mountain of Yahuah of hosts, the Kodesh mountain. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, Again old men and old women shall dwell in the streets of Jerusalem, each one with his staff in his hand because of great age, and the streets of the city shall be filled with boys and girls playing in its streets. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, If it is marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in my eyes? Declares Yahuah of hosts. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, See, I am saving my people from the land of the sunrise and from the land of the sunset, and I shall bring them back, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and they shall be my people, and I shall be their Elohim in truth and in righteousness. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, Let your hands be strong, you who are listening in these days to these words. From the mouth of the Nevi'im of the day the foundation was laid for the house of Yahuah of hosts, the Hekel that was to be rebuilt. For before these days there was not a wage for a man, nor a hire for beast, and there was no peace for him who went out or came in, because of his enemies, and I turn all men one against another. But now I am not as in the former days to the remnant of this people, declares Yahuah of hosts. Because of the sowing of peace, the vine gives its fruit, the ground gives her increase, and the Shamayim give their due. And I shall cause the remnant of this people to inherit all these. And it shall be, as you were a curse among the Gentiles, O house of Yehudah and house of Yisrael, so I shall save you, and you shall be a barakah. Do not fear, let your hands be strong. For thus said Yahuah of hosts, As I purposed to do evil to you when your fathers provoked me, declares Yahuah of hosts, and I did not relent. So again, in these days, I have purposed to do good to Jerusalem and to the house of Yehudah. Do not fear. These are the words you should do. Speak the truth to one another. Judge with truth and right ruling for peace in your gates. And do not plot evil in your heart against another, and do not love a false oath. For all these I hate, declares Yahuah. And the word of Yahuah of hosts came to me, saying, Thus said Yahuah of hosts, the fast of the 4th, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th are to be joy and gladness and pleasant appointed times for the house of Yehudah, and they shall love the truth and the peace. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, Peoples shall yet come, inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of the one go to another, saying, Let us earnestly go and pray before Yahuah, and seek Yahuah of hosts. I myself am going. And many peoples and strong nations shall come to seek Yahuah of hosts in Jerusalem, and to pray before Yahuah. Thus said Yahuah of hosts, In those days 10 men from all languages of the nations take hold. They shall take hold of the edge of the garment of a man, a Yahudi, saying, Let us go with you, for we have heard that Elohim is with you.